When a drone can move faster than a Tesla Model S, you know it is no joke. Meet the DJI FPV, the killer drone that can move from 0 to 62 miles per hour in an acceleration time of 2 seconds, while giving you a cockpit experience. Here is how the DJI FPV actually works in a flight test. Before takeoff, remove the gimbal cover and ensure the battery and propellers are properly fixed. The flight system of the DJI FPV comes with a Goggle V2 set fixed, with 4 replaceable antennas to ensure optimum receiving and communication. This goggle set comes with various buttons with which you can adjust flight and video settings for the most optimal experience. Some of the buttons include the link button and the interpupillary distance (IPD) slider. It also has a USB-C port, audio port, power port, and micro SD card port. Note that a micro SD card is needed to save videos in high definition. Its rock-steady stabilization feature is only available for recorded footage and not the live view of the goggles. The DJI FPV also comes with an OTG cable with which you can connect to a smartphone via the USB-C port on the goggle set. The drone also comes with a remote controller too. Like the Goggle V2, it comes with a USB-C port which you can connect for charging or updating its firmware through a computer. The controller also comes with an antenna which you must unfold during flight to enable optimum signal transmission. Again, it also comes with various important buttons such as the Flight Pause RTH button, Flight Mode switch, and the gimbal dial. As we go along, you will appreciate the use of these buttons in the flight sequence of the DJI FPV. On another part of the remote controller, you will find shortcut buttons such as the customizable C2 button, the Start-Stop button, and the Shutter Record button. You can use the Start-Stop button to enable or disable the cruise control mode, while the Shutter Record button can be used as a one-time button for taking pictures or controlling when a recording starts or stops. By the way, the cruise control feature is as smooth for the drone as it is for its operator. Stick around to discover exactly how that plays out. The C2 button is also responsible for controlling the gimbal's movements in a default mode. You can also adjust all of the remote controller settings on the interface on the Goggle V2. To initiate flight for the DJI FPV, make sure it is placed in an open space, free from all forms of obstructions. Make sure the drone's rear faces you while its front faces away from you. Again, check the battery levels of all related gadgets such as the drone itself, the remote controller, and the Goggle V2. Also, make sure it is turned on. It sounds like a no-brainer, but it will shock you how forgetful people can be. Before taking off, make sure the drone is set to end or normal mode. You must also make sure the headband and interpupillary distance is adjusted to your convenience. If you don't want to miss out on the most informative and updated videos on the latest devices, subscribe to our channel. Join our growing and exclusive community today. After going over all checks to avoid any errors and important factors such as GPS efficiency, you can go ahead and get your drone in the air by pushing the control sticks down and inward, and then you push the left stick up to get the drone moving up. The DJI FPV flight occurs in 3 different modes: the normal mode, the sport mode, and the manual mode. The drone takes off in a preset normal mode. In this mode, you engage the drone using the left stick to control flight height and directional heading. The right stick moves the drone forward, back, left, or right. You will have to consciously direct the drone away from obstacles in this mode, although it will slow down if any obstruction is detected. The control scheme is basically the same in Sport or S mode, except the drone's maximum flight speed increases to 27 meters per second. Again, obstacle sensing is disabled in this setting. It is Sport mode after all. You can enable cruise control in this particular mode by pressing the Start-Stop button once to enable or disable it. Once in cruise control, the drone will fly at a constant speed without much engagement from the user, although you can change its direction or acceleration with the right stick. When the Digital Trends website made a statement about the DJI FPV, saying,
"The DJI FPV is for serious videographers Those who really want to take their video to the next level because of the action footage you're going to get with this, the sense of speed, the pacing, the tight turns, the acceleration, that's a visual style that you're not going to get with other drones unless you kind of speed up the footage, but it's not really as realistic as this.
It is recommended that you study the M-Mode Virtual Flying tutorial and practice in the DJI Virtual Flight app before attempting to use that mode. Yes, it is that important. But we know some daredevils amongst us will take chances to try it and put their safety and money to the test. Do let us know in the comments if you are one of them. Talking about safety, the RTH or Return to Home button is set to help in that department. If you experience any emergency or disillusion while flying the drone, you can press the RTH button to immediately stop the drone midair to hover till you are ready to move it again. You can also press and hold the same button to cause the DJI FPV drone to return to the preset home point. And of course, you must pay attention to ensure that there are no obstacles in its way while it lands. Did that excite you? Then this video on how to make the most out of your Air 2S in the first 10 days will thrill you. Do check it out. In the meantime, until next time, bye.